Is that my camera that's blurry? I'm sorry, there's ice cream on it.
Really, please. That's disgusting.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Which one is the camera?
Oh, baby, you can play it.
Why don't you just take your case?
Hey, Twin.
Hey, my Chrissy, you ready? I'm outside. Just leave it. It's fine.
I was born ready. You know I ain't got to be my feet and put no feet together before I leave, so I'm so ready.
I'm beautiful, I'm so fine, so prima. I'm better than you, it's my life, I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I've been doing my own thing. I'm better than you, set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you, They say that I am conceited. Well, I must admit, I think I'm the shit. They say that I talk too loud, but when I rock the crowd, sit your black ass down. Tell 'em, girl, I can. I do. I wake up just to make my own rules. I can't lose. I'll stay the course to make my own rules. And I'm beautiful, I'm so fine, so prima. I'm better than you, it's my life, I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I've been doing my own thing. I'm better than you, set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you, See, I grew up thinking I want shit. Now motherfuckers can't fuck with this. See, I ain't trying to say I'm better than y'all. I'm just listening to the mirror, mirror on the wall. Mama really had to build my self-esteem to love myself. Now I believe that confidence is what I want. 'Cause I can do whatever I want. She looked me in the mirror, ooh, I'm still looking back. I didn't like her skin was too black. Mama said the black, the bitter, the sweet, the juice. There is the light, they have no use. I've been doing my own thing. When I lost my man, I lost everything, y'all. Thought I was sure. I'm beautiful, I'm so fine, so prima. I'm better than you, it's my life, I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I've been doing my own thing. I'm better than you, set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you, I'm just listening to the mirror, mirror on the wall. And see, my mirror tells me I don't need all that. All them fake nails and fake hair, fake eyelashes. Come on, y'all. I was born great. I ain't trying to do all that fake mess. Not today.
Oh, the song is over. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Kelly, can you go to you go to Facebook? I'll do YouTube.
Oh, the comments?
Yeah.
Which one?
Naked Girls. Oh wait, not on Naked Girls. Shemeka Michelle. But then click in Naked Girls and tell them, like, give me one moment, you all. Give me just one little second. While I am taking a little moment, can you all let me know what you're drinking? I'm not drinking anything just yet. As we can see, I have a little shadow here. Not really sure, you know, what she's doing. I think, she just likes camera time. I guess she gets to get it from her mama. But we have a good discussion today because I saw a post. Let me go to it. I saw a post earlier this week that said, when you give him your all and it's not good enough, what do you do? So I really want us to discuss that, because I think sometimes we go into relationships with the wrong expectations. So let me post this on Facebook. Give me a minute. While I do that, Mike, hit him again with the song, would you? Hit him again.
I'm about to go wash my case.
I'm sorry that it broke, Lee.
Me too. This is my.
Hey, my Chrissy, you ready? I'm outside.
I was born ready. You know I ain't got to be perfect and put no weed together before I leave, so
I'm beautiful, I'm so fine, so prima. I'm better than you, it's my life, I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I've been doing my own thing. I'm better than you, set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you, I They say that I am conceited. Well, I must admit, I think I'm the shit. They say that I talk too loud, but when I rock the crowd, sit your black ass down. Tell 'em, girl, I can, I do. I wake up just to make my own rules. I can't lose. I'll stay the best to make my own rules. And I'm so beautiful. I'm so fine, so prima. I'm better than you. It's my life.
Okay, you're gonna see me patting my face periodically because water is just running down my face and neck because I got out of the shower. My hair is a little wet, and I don't want y'all to think I'm sitting here in my house and just sweating like a little pig. That's actually from my hair being wet, and I don't use towels because I'm one of these natural people that, you know, feel like, oh, you can't use a towel because the towel pulls up your hair cuticles, so they tell you to use a soft t-shirt. So you're gonna see me at times patting myself with this soft t-shirt. Okay, just wanted to put that out there for you. Let me say my hellos. Hey T, guess what, T? I have a funny story to tell you. So I was thinking, T didn't text me back, and I'm like, I can't believe she didn't text me back. So I'm sitting here and I'm not getting messages coming to my phone, and I'm like, what's going on? I know somebody has texted me today. Anyway, I finally realized my phone said, oh, my shirt's crooked. My phone says can't receive any messages because the storage on your phone is full. Well, anyway, I think I had to delete like over 200 message threads, and then finally your message came through, and I've just been so busy. But anyway, I'm glad, you know, to see we're still cool. Hey, The Real, RDKT. Hey, Makai, CC, Augustus. Hi, Augustus. Jamaica Melody. Hey, Trinae and Courtney. Hello, Quay. Hello, Realist. Hey, Rodney. Hey, Amalola. And Camille. Hey, Quentin. Hey, Mel. Hey, Mike. Hey, Sharisa. Deletion action again. What do you mean? Hey, Jay. Ashley, can you go to Shemeka Michelle page? Did you do that already? Oh, yeah, who I need to say hello to? Just give it to me. Or you can holler their names out. Say hey to them, Kayla. Kayla probably doesn't want to get online with those plastic bags on her Y'all remember when I think it was School Days and Samuel L. Jackson, weren't they at like the KFC and he had that little plastic bag on his curl? That's what Kayla looks like right now.
Janitra?
Hi, let me see it. Let me just give them to
It's
me.
only those.
Oh, hi Janitra and Latrey. And hi Daryl. Who sings that song? That's the Naked Girls. That is me and Chris Clark. We have an album coming out called Feminism Number 5. What we mean by that is that we desire a man, but we don't need his ass to breathe. Just telling ladies, you know, celebrating women, empowering them, and also, you know, telling men, hey, we love y'all, because we feel like, you know, over the years you've been made to feel like you are not important, and we think that you are. So that's the song. It's called I'm Better Than You. And when we say that, we're telling people that if you can walk outside of your house without 2 tons of makeup, if you take care of your kids, if you love your man, if you're a productive citizen, if you don't have to have weave and ass shots and breast injections and all of those type things, you're better than the person that damn can't survive without a Michael Kors bag. So that's kind of where that song comes from. So let's see. Hey Kiyoki and Taryn. So let me tell y'all a little bit about my week or weekend really quickly before we get into the topic. So I was gonna do a video, I think it was Friday night. I went to the gas station, and as I finished pumping my gas, I was about to pull off from the pump. I see an old lady who looks like she's about 80 or 90 years old coming from out of the store, and she was using her walker, and she was struggling, y'all. She was so struggling. So I'm like, okay, let me pull. I parked in a parking space, and I'm looking in my mirror to see if I can see what's going on. She's struggling getting back to her car. So I'm like, nobody's gonna get out. All of these men were at the pump, y'all. There was one right beside her. Well, first of all, I should have known he wouldn't get out to help the old lady, because his girl was pumping the gas while he sat there and scrolled his phone and popped open a blunt, throwing the wrapper and the shit on the inside outside of the car. And so I get out and I'm like, I go to the old lady and I'm like, have you pumped your gas yet? And she's like, no baby. And I said, I know you sure do miss when there was real men around and they would get out and pump your gas. And I made sure that I said that so that the fellas in the next car and the men around, this was an old ass lady. Like, you see her on her walker. She's alone. She's by herself. Like, you can't take 5 minutes out of your day to pump her gas. So I went on and I pumped the lady's gas, and she was like, baby, I sure do appreciate it. And I'm like, ma'am, you're welcome. Like, it was nothing for me. It was an extra 5 minutes out of my day to pump her gas. Probably not even 5 minutes, but you know what I'm saying? What happened to the men? Like, I can remember being a little girl and going with my grandmother to get gas. I guess maybe it was a full service gas station, but the men would come out and pump the gas and then take the little wash thing and clean your mirrors off. Now you got men sitting in the car right beside an old ass lady, ignoring the fuck out of her, seeing that she's on a walker, and he would rather pop open his blunt. I don't understand. Like, what are we doing? What is happening? What is changing in society? Like, it's craziness to me. And so I wanted to do a video then, but I was talking to one of my Christian friends on the phone, and she was like, no, don't do a video right now because you're upset and then you'll do all that cursing. I should have said, bitch, get off my phone and just did the video. But instead, you know what I'm saying, I hadn't talked to her in a while. We were having a really good conversation, catching up on the kids and everything. So I stayed on the phone with her. But that was like a problem for me, that nobody got out to help this old lady with her gas. What in the world is going on? And then I do have a confession to make. while I'm fussing about somebody else, let me tell you my faults. So I was very racist. I think it was Friday. No, yesterday. It was yesterday. I found myself being extremely racist. Now here it is. I am a black American. Some would say African American. I mean, I was, was born here. And so I should have compassion for other people that are considered minorities. I know that I should. But I found myself yesterday being extremely racist. I was going to buy some little hot dogs. Local high school car wash. Like my goddaughter called, like, can you come support us? I'm like, yeah, of course. So I'm going to the car wash. I'm driving, minding my business. And what do I see coming towards me but a hearse? And a line of cars behind the hearse with their flashers on. So I have a question to you all. I don't know if it's an American thing, if it's a in the South type thing, if it's a black thing, I don't know. But we pull over when we see a hearse and a funeral procession. I always thought that's why they tell the cars to put your flashers on so people can know that you're with this procession. We pull over to show our respects. So the car in front of me pulled over. I pulled over to the side, and these jackass Mexicans behind me start laying on the horn, like bah bah bah, trying to tell us to go. First of all, I can't drive over the car in front of me, but even if there wasn't a car in front of me, I've always been taught that you pull over for the hearse and the funeral procession. So I'm mad as fuck. At that moment, I'm like, fuck y'all motherfuckers. That's why the fuck y'all need to have the goddamn wall built. Y'all done brought y'all ass to this damn country and you don't even know the fucking rules. I was racist. I'm not perfect. I admit that. But I just want to know, like, is that like a South thing? Do we just do that here? Does this just like my family or the black people? Like, I don't know. But I mean, they were literally, damn, if he could have got out and blew my tires out for damn pulling over, he probably would have. Just laying on the horn though, when clearly the hearse is coming and the people, they have their flashers on, like, damn, where you gotta go? Taco Bell is gonna be there. Okay? So I just need to know if Rodney says you're supposed to. And Makai says it's done all over. Yeah. Oh, Javon says I was prejudiced. Yeah, I mean, yeah, talking shit can't hurt them. You're right. So I wasn't really racist because there was nothing that I could do to them to prevent them from getting anything or getting ahead in life. But I was mad as hell. Like, y'all just gonna sit here and blow y'all horn at me when you see me paying respect for the dead, like, and the grieving. Don't do that to me. Do not. And CC, you said you grew up all over the place and you've seen it all over. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure, you know, my grandma hadn't taught me something that was like crazy. And I guess if that was the case, the person in front of me had been taught something crazy as well, because they were both stopped. But behind me, like, Jesus Christ. So anyway, back to the topic today. I just had to share those things with you all because I didn't get to do a video, like I said, about the gas station and then the Mexicans. So I just wanted to put that out here. Sundays with Shemeka Michelle. Tell y'all what's been going on in my life. So let's see. Can you be your partner's everything? So this is my whole issue with that. First of all, I don't think you can be anybody's everything. When I was married, I can remember me and my husband would give each other, you know, like whether it was birthday, Christmas, whatever, we were giving each other cards. We would sign, well, mostly I think he would sign your everything. And we tell that to somebody like, oh, you're my everything. You're just my everything. And that's some fucking bullshit to me. Like, you cannot be somebody's everything. And so I've heard so many times, like, we go into relationships thinking that the other person can complete us, and we shouldn't do that. Like, we're used to hearing that. You shouldn't go into a relationship expecting the other person to complete you. But I think you also should not go into a relationship thinking that you can complete that other person. Because then what happens is, when you realize that's not the case, you fall into an insecure space, and then you don't understand, and then you're doing things like posting, where I got that post from. What do you do? Like, I've given him, she said, I've given him my all. What do you do? You can't give somebody your all. Then what do you have for yourself? What do you have for your kids? What do you, I mean, you can't give one person your all, and you can't expect one person to be your everything, and you cannot be that person's everything. That's foolishness. And I think that's why there is such stress in relationships, because we go into that thinking that we can be somebody's everything. I have said before, although sexually I'm not in a polygamous relationship, when I think about the men in my life, like, each one of them bring a certain thing to the table, and I value them. Like, my friends, my man, my ex-husband, my uncles. Like, I don't look to Mike to be my everything. And just being completely transparent, and he probably didn't mean it, but I can remember him saying to me one time, I need for you to need me. I don't fucking need him, though. Just to be honest, I don't need him. Like, my life will still go on whether he is with me or not. And it's the same thing the other way around. Like, I don't need him. I want him. And I think that a lot of times we get so caught up in wanting somebody to need us that we don't realize that they chose, like, it's a choice. They chose to be with us. And so, like, for him, he has to be settled and comfortable in the fact that I don't need him, but I want him. Like, I make a decision daily that I want him in my life. And so that has to be good enough. But I think for so many people, that's not good enough. When I hear somebody tells me that they need me to need them, then in my opinion, I'm like, are you saying you want my life to crash and crack like glass, to fall down around me? Because otherwise, what would I need you for? I don't need you to breathe. I don't need you to pay my bills. I don't need you to put a smile on my face. I don't need you to want to get out of bed in the morning. Like, these things I already possess within me. So I don't need you. But I want you here because of what you do bring to my life. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I love that. So yeah, keep giving me what you giving me, because what you giving me is good. That should be good enough. Because he can't be my everything, and I can't be his. And going back to me saying men in my life bring a different thing, you know, my best friend, one of my best friends, is a male. I feel like he brings something totally different to me than my man that I go to sleep with and wake up with. Is different. And I would feel very stressed if Mike was to ever say to me, hey, I need you to cut off your friendship with Javon, because I think Javon brings something different to me that Mike doesn't. So it would be like, well, can you then bring to me what Javon is bringing to me? If not, I think that's unfair. And the same with me. Like, Mike says He says he doesn't have any female friends, but I would not be devastated if he did, because I can't be everything to him. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm probably, you know, I don't know how he feels. He can comment in a chat box. Sometimes he probably think I'm hard on him. You know what I mean? Like, he might need a friend that might be like, woo, 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 it's okay, Mike. You're gonna be okay. Things are gonna work out for you. Whereas I might be like, the fuck? Why you ain't do that? That's some bullshit. You know what I mean? So in saying that, like, I couldn't be everything for him. So if he had a friend, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't die. I wouldn't be devastated. I've told him, like, from the beginning, just let me know the rules of the game so we can both play fair. Let me see what y'all got going on in the chat box. Okay. My ex wasn't my everything. Shaking my head. Augustus, she can't be. Did you expect her to be your everything? Or like, were you trying to be her everything? It's impossible, because nobody's perfect. Like, you can't be somebody's everything. Amalola says that's too much work trying to make someone happy. It really, really is. Let's see. Oh wow, that was deep. We don't need men, we want them. It's a choice. That's the topic alone. That is so true. We have to do the self work. That is so true. Hey Mama Anda. Exactly. Someone I want in my life. I'm not going to die without him. Exactly. Like, it should never. And I think it's important that people start to understand this, because we see all the time in the news where a relationship ends and then that person thinks they need to take the other person's life. Like, oh, you don't want to be with me, then I guess I gotta kill you. Like, what the hell is that? Like, you can't find nobody else because that person don't want you. Like, you think life is over? Life is over because this relationship ended. Like, what happened to the saying, there's plenty of fish in the sea, or whatever? You know, and I think that comes from thinking that somebody is all to you. And that's just not the truth. It's not the case at all. Let's see. I told Shemeka from the beginning that Mike don't need Shemeka Michelle. Shemeka Michelle don't need Mike Cox. We just fit well together. That's true. He did though say, I need you to need me. So let's be clear. He did say that.
I don't think that was him.
You said what? I don't think you meant like you need me to need you, but that is exactly what you said, and me being who I am said, but I don't need you. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't, but I want you. And so I had to write a song about it, and it starts off saying, I don't need you, but I want you, cause I love you, daddy. Like, but I ain't gonna put up with no bullshit. You gotta stroke it and choke it. Let's get it on, daddy. Okay? Y'all gonna hear it when the Naked Girls put the album out. I'm telling you, we got some good stuff up there. Augustus, I have a new rule in my relationship. Black women, in order to be in a serious, long-term, committed relationship with me, you gotta earn my love, respect, trust, period. So how does somebody earn your trust? Do you earn trust, or do you just decide that you're gonna trust that person? Because really, honestly, you don't know what somebody is doing behind the scenes. You gotta make a choice whether or not you're gonna trust them. So like, I make a choice every day. Mike, I don't call, like, he gets off at 5 o'clock. I don't call him at 5:05 like, hey, you off? What you doing? You on the way home? I don't do that. He could easily stop by and get his groove on with somebody on the way home. But I have to make a choice to trust him. I don't have a job where I have to punch a clock. He has to make a choice to trust me, whether I could be doing anything while he's at work. I could be getting my groove on. You know what I'm saying? How Shemeka got a groove back. But he makes a choice to trust me. Have I earned his trust? I mean, how? Because if I was fucking around, I wouldn't tell him the fuck. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, he makes a choice to trust me. I make a choice to trust him. Jamaica says, you don't trust yourself, Augustus. Take some accountability and move on. You don't know all black women. Then Augustus says, that is my rules, period. That can be your rules. I just don't know how you earn trust. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody gives you a reason not to trust them, then you see, okay, I had given them my trust and they were dishonorable or whatever. But like, do you earn trust like at school where you get the little gold star on your forehead when you go home because you done been on green all day? I'm just trying to figure out how that works. Let's see. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Jamaica and Augustus are having their own conversation. Oh, Javon tell me to sing my verse. Let me see if I can sing my verse. I don't need you, no, but I want you, 'cause I love you, daddy. But I ain't gonna put up with no bullshit. You gotta stroke it and choke it. Let's get it on, daddy. Ain't nothing wrong with a woman loving a man, giving all of herself, doing all that she can. But don't be scared, I'm gonna be there. Take all that I got. All I want you to do for me is... That's just a little something on the spot. I should have been standing up, take a drink of water or something. But that was for Javon. Let's see. Oh, Augustus and Jamaica are having their own conversation. I trust my man gonna pay and show up. That's it. That's what Jamaica says. With every T says, with trust, everyone starts at 100% and will make the necessary changes if something comes up. Exactly. Like, you can't go into a relationship broken. Like, you can't go into a relationship, like a new relationship, dwelling on what happened to you in your past relationship. So you come in just automatically not trusting them because the last person you with was on some bullshit. Like, who can live like that? Like, that's stressful. Like, you worrying all day. Like, okay, so the last person said he was going to hang out with his boys, but he spent the night with Tasha. So you think now this new relationship, when he say he going to be with his boys, he automatically fucking somebody else. So you already gonna be on the defensive. You already gonna be on some bullshit when this person literally really might be going to hang with his boys. So at some point you have to understand trust is a choice. And like T said, you start at 100%, and then if adjustments need to be made, then you make the adjustments. Cassandra asks Augustus, how does that work, Augustus? You love black women but don't trust them. Jay says trust is fake as hell. Just be accountable for your actions or how you respond to them. Mama Anda says holding the new person accountable for the last one. Exactly. Like, you won't get anywhere like that. Sharisa said, that's how I did in Greensboro that night 20 years ago when Jay-Z was there. Right. So I sung for Jay-Z before he was like Jay-Z to me. I didn't know who he was. So he didn't have his album out yet. We just hanging out, and I sing a little I'm Going Down, and then he goes, oh yeah, that's my song, like Mary gonna put that on her next album. And I'm thinking, how the fuck he know what Mary J. Blige gonna put on her next album? So I'm just hoping, like, I hope not, because I love that. If I ever do an album, I want to put it on mine. So lo and behold, I realized when her new album comes out that whoever this guy was knew what he was talking about, because that was on her album. And then he becomes DJZ, and I'm like, well damn, I could have damn fucked them and had a baby. I'm just playing, y'all, because I know some people can't take the joke. That's just a little jokey joke. I would not have tried to have sex with him just because. I'm just saying. But I probably would have wanted to keep in touch, because I mean damn, he is DJZ now. I didn't know that. Let's see, my chat does not automatically. Oh, yeah, Jamaica, just meeting him, and then I don't know, I should not be sitting here right now, I reckon. Makai says, I give you my trust and I can take it away. Yeah, it's a choice. Oh, Sharisa saying she is telling the truth. I am. Don't tell him about the time I got a little shy dancing, Sharisa. I'm thinking I need to have Sharisa on here at some point in time, because she has known me for, let's just say 30 years, somewhere close to that. She could really, like, probably, Mike is shaking his head, I need to have Sharisa on the show. I'm kind of scared. You know what I mean? Because she gonna get up here and just, like, y'all think I just tell it like it is. Like, she really just tell it like it is. And she gets on me all the time, just about anything. Like, girl, whatever. She just, I might have to have her up here just to be fun. Like, I don't know, tell all Shemeka business from the best friend day or something. I don't know. Let's see. Clark says, I don't trust oh wait, I don't trust Chris. I want her. I can't live without her. Oh, that's so sweet. For those who can't take a joke, y'all, Shemeka has to be professional. I know, right? I try to be a little bit. T said that the other day, like, you have a brand, so I know you have to respond a certain way sometimes. You know, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Let's see, you don't really trust anyone. Come off of it. You have to have a certain amount of trust for people. You do trust some people. Y'all trust goddamn Duke Power to have your fucking lights on if you pay your bill. That's fucking trust. You trust that when you go to the grocery store, the shit that you buying is edible, or else you wouldn't go to the grocery store and buy no fucking vegetables or nothing and eat that shit. You goddamn trust that what the fuck is in the package is what it is, and you damn gobble that shit right on the fuck up. So you do trust somebody at some time. When you sit your big ass in a chair, you trust that the chair is gonna hold you up. So we act like we can't do this shit when we do it every day in some form of fashion. When I went to sit down, I plopped right on this couch. I didn't check to see if the legs on the couch was sturdy. I didn't say, I done fell out of chair before. I don't know about sitting in here. I don't know if I should trust. I plopped my behind on the couch and trusted that it was gonna hold me up. So we do know how to trust. When we don't, it's because we are choosing not to. It's so much that we trust. When I go out in my garage and I hop in my car, I trust that that motherfucker gonna start. Now, If one day I go out there and it don't start, then maybe I might be, you know what I'm saying? You know when you need a new battery, or you gotta jump it every time you get in there, you don't know whether it's gonna start. It has given you a reason to feel like it might not start. It might, but if you ain't never had no issue, you jump in that car thinking it's gonna crank up every time you put the key in the ignition. That's trust. That shows that you are capable of trusting something. You trust that whoever put the car together won't on some old bullshit that you ain't gonna put the key in the ignition and blow the fuck up. Like, you trust that everything gonna run smoothly. So we do know how to trust. When we don't, we making a choice not to. Point blank, period. You just making a choice not to for whatever reason. Amalola says you get what you expect, and that is so true. That's why I think that saying curiosity kills the cat. Like, if you go looking for something thinking you gonna find some bullshit, you gonna find some bullshit. I don't know. I think we just like being extra. Like, I think we like being on a little drama queens and kings. Like, we just like being on some old bullshit. Our life don't go good if we ain't checking for something. Like, come on, who has time for that? You go masturbate or something. Stop trying to scroll through somebody's inbox. Do something else. Like, it's plenty of other things you can do. Let's see. Exactly, Shemeka. We trust a lot of shit. Let's see. We have to start trusting ourselves, and that would be a good guide to get us through. Right. And when you don't trust yourself, when you know that you will be on some bullshit, you automatically think that the other person is on some bullshit. Because sometimes we hold ourselves in high regard. So I know if I'm on some bullshit, they got to be on some bullshit. Most of the time, that's what it is. My Egypt friend, let's see. Instead of saying Egypt friend, Chris said we need to start trying to pronounce these. Akhenaten. Am I even close? Did I even like scrape the edge? Akhenaten. Did I get that even close at all? Says make some money. You can do that instead of scrolling in people inboxes. So true. I got your ads, Jamaica. Oh, sorry. I can say so much stuff about me in here. Okay, y'all talking about something else. Javon and Jamaica. Now I'm lost. Anyway, I'm not gonna stay on here all day because I have not had dinner. And if you see me at all, you know that sometimes if I'm hungry, I can be a little bitch. I'd rather say witch though, you know what I'm saying? I like to say witch. I can be a little witch. I'm talking about with the little like that type thing. But I just wanted to encourage everybody to stop going into these relationships thinking that somebody is gonna complete you, and stop going into these relationships thinking that you can complete somebody else. You're setting yourself up for failure. And then when it's revealed that you are not their everything, you laying in some corner somewhere, balled up like a fetus, crying and feeling sad and depressed, and don't want to get out the bed and don't want to eat, or either in some people's cases overeat, because you thought you was getting ready to come and complete somebody, and you realize you couldn't fucking complete them. So that's the whole thing. You can't give your all to somebody, because if you do, you don't have anything left for yourself. And let me tell you something. As women, so many times we neglect taking care of ourselves. In order to be a good mother, in order to be a good partner, whether it's girlfriend, wife, whatever, you have to take care of yourself first and foremost. One last truth moment for me being naked. Earlier this week, I was having a moment, and Mike, I was in the shower. He knocked on the door to tell me probably that he was at home. I said, I need a minute to myself. I come out. He like, hey, you know, whatever. I didn't even want to come out, but I was tired of sitting in the bathroom naked. So I come out and I'm like, hey, I need a minute to myself. He said something else and I'm like, I'm not in the mood today. Like, I'm really not trying to be mean. I just need some time to myself. He said, I can't even get a hug or a kiss. And I snapped. Like, snap. Because I didn't want him asking for something for himself when I was saying I needed a minute to myself. So I had to take a minute to just get myself, like he hadn't done nothing. He had been at work. He hadn't done anything to me. I was just needing some time to myself. I feel like I'm always giving out to people, always just doing whatever, whether it's being a mom or a friend or a girlfriend, whatever. I needed a minute. And so I just want people to know, once I took my minute to get myself together, I felt better. So ladies, and men too, but ladies, make sure you are taking care of yourself. You can't be everything to all people all of the time. You have to take some time for yourself in order for you to be a good spouse, a good mother, a good employee, whatever it is. You have to make sure that you are taking time out for you, because if you keep giving, let me tell you, people are just gonna keep taking. The takers will rotate in your life. It'll be one taker, that one will leave, and another taker will come. So please take some time out for yourself sometime. It's very, very, very important. Mama Onda says every grown person needs personal time alone. Facts. That is so true. Because if not, you're not any good for anybody. Mike says, I didn't know she was that upset, just trying to show an act of endearment. I know now. Won't put myself in that situation again. She did apologize later. Yeah, like I will apologize, but I snapped. Like, I went the fuck off. Like, how dare you, after I say I need a minute, want to know if you can get a hug or a kiss? No, the fuck you can't. After my minute. Anyway, yes, so he does know now, poor thing. I tell you, I remember my daughter's father saying, it's gonna take a special man to be with you. So hats off to the special man, because, you know, I am the Shemeka Michelle. Anyway, but I love him. I don't need you, no, but I want you, cause I love you, daddy. Anyway, let's see. Don't forget to tune in to Naked Girls TV Tuesday at 7 p.m. We're getting ready to bring y'all a show every day at 7. Working on that, so you'll just know 7 o'clock p.m. tune to Naked Girls TV, because we got some good shit on. Ain't no bullshit like on some of these TV stations. Let's see. Bears and Bubbles is a class that Javon Clark teaches every morning at 7:45 a.m. on his channel, J. Michael Clark. If you have not heard The Core, which is Mike's group that he raps with, they have an album called Backstrokes Through Concrete Waves. I gotta think about it sometimes. I get tongue-tied. And Naked Girls album is coming out. It's the shit. Tune in to the Naked Girls page for Dr. O's Cussing and Cardio. I'm here on Sundays at 7, and Feedback Friday on the Naked Girls Facebook page, and here Fridays at 1 o'clock. If I forgot something, I did not write this shit down, get out your fucking feelings, okay? I just fucking forgot. But I love y'all. Oh, wait. Don't forget to get my book. It's not even sitting here, but it's called Keep It Naked, A Naked Girl's Guide to Live Life Authentically. It's an aggressive self-help book based on my real life experiences. I talk about everything from parenting and relationships to religion and divorce. I just remembered something else. Naked Girls Blog Talk Radio, Stilettos on the Ground, will be starting September 2nd. It's a Thursday at 7 p.m. We're going to make sure we put that out there so that you all can call in and talk and chat. If you know the date, put it up here. But, the 7th. September 7th. Naked Girls Blog Talk Radio will be starting. Stilettos on the Ground. I think the first show is maybe Meet the Naked Girls or Who Are the Naked Girls or something like that. Anyway, we will put all of that information out for y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. In the meantime, don't forget to keep it naked.
Hey, my Chrissy, you ready? I'm outside.
I'm born ready. You know I ain't got to be perfect and put no things together before I leave, so
I'm beautiful, I'm so fine, so prima. I'm better than you, it's my life, I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I'm doing my own thing. I'm better than you, set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you, They say that I am conceited. Well, I must admit, I think I'm the shit. They say that I talk too loud, but when I rock the crowd, sit your black ass down. Tell 'em, girl. I can't, I do. It's my life, I call shots. I can do whatever I want. I'm doing my own thing. I'm better than you. Set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you. Now motherfuckers can't fuck with this. See, I ain't trying to say I'm better than y'all. I'm just listening to the mirror, mirror on the wall. Mama really had to build my self-esteem to love myself. Now I believe that confidence is what I want. 'Cause I can do whatever I want. She's looking me in the mirror, ooh, I'm not looking back. I didn't like her skin was too black. Mama said the black, the better, the sweeter the juice. The berries are lying, they have no use. When I lost my man, I lost everything y'all thought I was sure. I lifted and controlled. I'm beautiful, I'm so
This is my mama, y'all. She the one told me the black of the berry is sweeter the juice. When the berries are like they have no use.